Hello everyone and welcome to Joe Walton Stadium. For the first time here on the RMU Campus Rec channel, we will have women's rugby between Fairmont State Falcons and our Robert Morris University Colonials. I'm Cadeyn McCrory, alongside me Alex Gagnon.
You betcha.
And a busy day that we have here. RMU and Fairmont State, or I'm sorry, it's actually St. Vincent.
Is it?
It is St. Okay, we got to change that, but St. Vincent is going to be taking the field first here. We don't have a roster for them because we expected Fairmont State to be playing in this game, but we're kicked off and underway. Good tackle there.
I was about to say, good opening start there, not letting St. Vincent get anything going right off the drop. So this is going to be a very quick game. It's 7 minutes, 2-minute halves, 7-minute game. So we will let the timer run here and see where it catches up. But we'll see how RMU fares. They've had a really good start to the season at 4-0.
That's a very good start for, if I'm not mistaken, a pretty new club that kind of joined RMU as of recently.
They're a few years old at this point, but they've definitely not had the opening season level of success that they've had this year in the past. So here come the Colonials, still trying to get possession of this ball. It's picked up there by Claire Bowick. Starting to get shuffled down the line.
Just slowly working their way towards the field. One thing I've learned right away is it's been a very aggressive start. Both teams just trying to get an edge early on.
You betcha. And what we're starting to see here is that it's very much a battle of possession, you know?
Yeah.
How can you get the ball, and then how are you able to maintain it? Being able to maintain possession is so critical, especially in a game as short as Rugby Sevens. Looks like we're lining up for a scrum here.
I'll tell you, the first time we saw this last year, we did one of the NCAA games, and I'll tell you, the first time I saw this, I was in awe of how this goes. It's definitely different from any kind of techniques we've seen in flag football, regular football, or anything like that, which makes rugby such a unique sport.
There's a great video out there of professional men's 15s rugby team doing a scrum, and they outpowered a Formula One car.
Jeez.
They went head-to-head against it and pushed it back.
That is absolutely insane.
It's brutal, dude.
You got to give them credit. I mean, just for 7 of them on the field to be able to handle that much, even with 15 people to move into a Formula One car. Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. But these ladies are definitely no joke, my man, as we're about to get a bit of a throw-in here off the side out. Probably about a couple minutes away here in this opening first half. Neither team really able to make a ton of progress here. You'll find with Rugby Sevens, it's all about finding that opportunity, finding that gap. And we'll see if one of these teams can find it here sooner rather than later.
That was a good takeaway. Amanda Heikenstein batted that ball away on the throw, and RMU is going to have possession here around the 50. It's now to be St. Vincent.
Yeah, I don't think they were a fan of how RMU passed that one back here. I don't think that was within the bounds of the rules.
A good tackle from Heikenstein again, number 23 in white, St. Vincent.
Going after him, but broken tackle there from number 2, passing that off to her teammate. St. Vincent starting to get a little bit of momentum here, crossing the 30 for the first time today.
First time we've seen either team cross the 30, for that matter, is everything's just been kind of midfield. The back pass St. Vincent, and the Bearcats are moving their way forward. Good tackle there. I think that was Katie Davis, one of the people in there for that one.
Someone dove in there and I think was able to get a piece of that ball. Was that Heikenstein again?
I think Heikenstein.
She has been a very busy person so far in the opening half here for the Colonials.
St. Vincent carrying it in. RMU just trying to hold the line.
Oh,
Ball comes loose.
That's picked up by number 9, Grace Genoway here for the Colonials, and RMU with a much-needed time to get possession of the ball again.
Absolutely.
Broken tackle from Heikenstein. Nearly breaks a second one, but tripped up at the ankle.
Putting the team on her back, Amanda Heikenstein.
Here come the Colonials now trying to break down the far side. One broken tackle, another broken tackle, just running over the defender. And now there's some open field in front of her. Looking for her teammate down the left side. A lot of open room, only one person to beat. Dishes it back to the and a little too high, but still able to hold on to possession, it looks like, as the Colonials have made up a ton of ground here.
That was beautiful work from the Colonials, just getting in front, passing it back constantly, and just moving their way slowly up the field. And now they're in Bearcat territory, right around where St. Vincent just had a beautiful chance. Now it's RMU's turn.
Absolutely. We'll see if they can punch it in here. They've been really good at converting on their chances so far this season. They've been able to put up points in a hurry despite how short the games can be. So we'll see if they're able to do that again here against the Bearcats, as we have another scrum here right around the far side 30-yard line. And Referee not pleased with how that scrum unfolded, and they're going to try it again.
The beauty of the sport. Trying to go again here, the scrum. Huckenstein 23 at the very end. Watch her, she's going to be the one to try to get this ball out.
St. Vincent's able to collect it, and here they go. Not really anywhere to go, though, as 3 Colonials were there. The meter blocked the ball trying to pass it, but St. Vincent able to recover possession. I think, yep, they're going to have it. And now they're going to try to cycle it the other way, but a quick turnover here, and the Colonials will regain possession. That is number 17, Claire Bowick, trying to charge down the middle of the field here as they dish it off. Good pickup there from Amaris Soto, and that ball is now trickling across the 30-yard line again.
Ball loose. RMU gets on top of it. I think that was Shoto to pick that one up. As whistled dead here around the 26, 27-yard line.
I feel like it's weird talking about yard lines in rugby. That might just be me, though.
I don't know, though.
Neither
it
here
feels
nor
right,
there,
kind of, but I don't know exactly.
It makes sense for the context of what we're doing, but
as another scrum here around the edge of the 30. Ball in between. It's going to go St. Vincent's way in the hands of number 9.
a little bit more.
Pass back. Number 2 for St. Vincent gets taken down. Ball's loose. St. Vincent comes out of that one. As right there is Hockenstein to take down. Ball loose again. St. Vincent gets possession.
Oh, really? That was a textbook tackle there. I think that was Grace Genoway, number 9 for the Colonials. Really just driving through the ball carrier.
Grace Genoway putting the Madden skills to use, putting on the hit stick right there.
That was a hit stick and a half. You could see her just wind up and let loose with it. Now here come RMU the other way. Amaris Soto just running through the defender. Wasn't able to stay on her feet, though, and it'll be Claire Bowick picking up the ball. Trying to get down to the far side. It's Genoway with a bit of open room. Makes 2 miss and then loses her footing. Looking to dish it back here. Back to Claire Bowick. Just trying to truck through the middle of the defenders. Made some ground, but wasn't able to stay up.
Looking like Derek Henry on the Tennessee Titans, just pushing her way through defenders.
Absolutely. It's Genoway. There's a lot of open room on that far side there as they're going for it. Looking to make something happen. Colonials kind of getting set with a little play here. It's going to be Huckenstein trying to make something happen. Nothing there, though.
Along the sideline, RMU's pushing, looking to go back, got the pass off. Working their way in, gets taken down, picked up again there by Huckenstein. As RMU continues their drive here and out along the sidelines.
They're getting mighty close to that goal line, if I do say so myself, Cadeyn, although it is worth noting. Starting to, oh, no, we have hit halftime. I knew our timer was a little behind, but
just a tiny bit off.
Yeah.
Just a bit, you think?
There's been a lot of shuffling happen around here today, so we're going to have a 2-minute halftime here before they take the field for the second half. So
I think that maybe they might, since with a little bit of the field issues we have, we might be 5 minute now maybe.
I don't think so.
According to our clock, we had 2 minutes left.
Our clock, I think, did get going a little bit late just
maybe.
because we were doing a little bit of a scramble trying to get everything set here today. But, you know, it's fun to finally be out here to actually do one of these women's rugby games. We had an opportunity almost to do their home tournament last season, and then it was right before the Thanksgiving break, I think, so no one was here. It was either that or Halloween. It was one of the holidays. But, you know, this time around, despite the weather, we're gonna be out here.
It's a little chilly. It's raining before we got here, but right now the rain's at least holding off, and we're out here. Everyone's out here having a good time, and hey, we're gonna fight through the cold because after this, we're even colder environment with the hockey rink. So.
Yeah, no kidding. But right now it's gonna be Coach Schmartos giving her talk to the team here on what she saw there in that first half. Cadeyn, I gotta say, St. Vincent definitely, I would say, threw the opening volley, but then RMU kind of in the back half of that the first half really started taking control of the game and really pushing them back. And I would dare to say that St. Vincent's lucky at this point in time. It was still 0-0 at the half, given how close the Colonials were pushing.
Oh, they were. The pressure was coming, and RMU was making their way down the field with steam. I got to say, they were getting around defenders. They were passing the ball off pretty good. There's a couple miscues that probably prevented them from scoring. And the clock was not in their favor, like we said. They got down pretty close to the goal line, but wasn't able to put it home. But for St. Vincent, I think going forward, the defense got to lock up a little bit better because RMU, with all time due, they're going to score.
And the big thing, I think, with the Colonials especially was they were doing a pretty good job, especially in their own end, of making sure they weren't missing too many tackles. But you got to make sure you keep that up because all it takes is one missed tackle in a game of sevens with this much open field. One missed tackle could be the difference between 0 points and 5 in this case. And it's just a matter of, you got to wrap up, you got to stick to the fundamentals, and you got to really make sure that that person's on the ground before you release the tackle there.
The classic words that CJ used last night in the hockey game, all it takes is one.
All it takes is one. And in this case here, that still may be the difference as we have a 0-0 game going into half number 2. They look to be just returning to the field now. So we'll be ready for half number 2. I think it might be St. Vincent kicking it off to the Colonials here. So I think RMU kicked it off to start the game, didn't they?
I believe so, yes.
We'll see if the Colonials can make something happen here off the resuming kickoff. They've had a couple of these they've broken for scores so far this season. They definitely know how to get it done because this is some of the most open space you're going to get in the entire second half. So we'll see if they're able to capitalize.
As the clock starts, the ball's kicked away. RMU picks it up, working their way towards midfield. Ball passed back. RMU just looking.
Huckenstein fires it over to the wing here. I'm not entirely sure which number it is, but she's broken free. It's number 7, Riley Strasbaugh. Wide open into the open field. Are they going to catch her? No, they are not. That is a try for the Colonials.
Riley Strasbaugh, open field to work with, and she takes advantage of it, getting the whole way downfield. No one in sight. See you later, RMU.
And what was I just saying right before that kickoff, Cadeyn? I was saying some of their best work this season has been off of those kickoffs, and the moment they got a little bit of open room, it was over.
Yeah.
It's going to be Getaway here going for the conversion kick. It is up, and it is off the crossbar.
The doink. We could hear it all the way up here.
That is, certified Cody Parkey moment, if I say so myself.
Oh, boy.
But it is now 5-0 RMU here early in the second half. The Colonials' first team to break through in this what's soon to be a tri-match here is, I believe after this we'll have Fairmont State versus St. Vincent, and then closing out with RMU versus Fairmont.
We assume for right now at the moment. If anything changes, obviously we'll let you know because field issues we're not completely sure, but we hope to see a second game here after this one.
Absolutely. We're just happy that this is actually happening in the first place. This game had to get relocated a couple of different times due to weather and field conditions and prior scheduling. So we're just glad that we're able to come out here and watch some rugby as that one goes out around the 25-yard line.
It'll be St. Vincent just trying to get something going. According to our clock, we have 5 minutes to go here in the second half, if that is true to what is on the field.
I'd believe it.
I hope so. If not,
our camera operator today is much better than when I tried doing it for the men's rugby game last year. They should never give me a timer again, ever.
That was fun, other than the fact that it was also very cold that day as well.
That it was.
And I had the handheld camera, so I had to stay in the L position the entire game, which was pretty fun. But I was up close to the action. It was really cool to watch.
Yeah, I wish we could get down there a little closer today if it wasn't raining so much. But obviously, electronics and rain, not a great pairing.
No. Also, shout out to our 7-foot-tall cameraman, Mr. Nathan Mauser, to the right of us. He's not 7 foot. He's 6'5", but with the camera, he's at least 7'2".
Yeah.
He's the only one that can do what he can get this angle for us. So, thank you, Nate, in the comments. He's doing a great job for us over there.
Here we go. That one thrown back in and well left of center.
Is the ref's gonna blow that dead in a hurry?
Something was up. Talking to one of the Colonials here, it might have been Getaway. And that one looks like it's going to be RMU possession, and I'm not surprised. I think you have to throw those down toward the center, and that thing was 5 yards behind the two lines there.
My guess is the ball was probably a little wet and just slipped out of her hands. She was trying to throw it.
I'd believe it.
It's just the rainy conditions affecting everybody right now.
Yeah. All right, that one trying to roll on through. The Colonials are going to win that scrum, and Huckenstein's going to feed it out to Getaway. Getaway trying to make something happen, trying to shuffle in over to Shoto. That one's going to get over there to Strasbaugh, I think, who's playing far side now after she scored on the near side.
That's a huge hit right there from RMU.
You could hear a collective ooh go over the crowd when that hit was laid. Not able to make the tackle there, and St. Vincent with a little bit of forward momentum, rumbling ahead for a good chunk of yards there before they have to dish it off again.
Thing with the rugby, they don't have much equipment on either, if any at all. And compared to other sports like football and hockey, these hits are hard too.
Yeah, man. You'll see a lot of them, especially those who are in the middle of the scrum sometimes wear like the head cap, but that's really about it. As St. Vincent breaks free, and they're gonna, Strasbaugh might be able to chase her down, dishes it over to her teammate, and yeah, that'll do it. That's gonna be a tie game as the Bearcats break out a huge one there after a missed tackle just inside of the Bearcat zone.
Strasbaugh is the only one back. RMU's defense just caught, sleeping a little bit in front, and St. Vincent takes advantage to tie this one up.
We'll see if they can go ahead here with the conversion kick. They have a really good angle for it. They don't have to kind of kick it off to the side like the Colonials did here. Wait, this is one of those moments I wish we had a roster for St. Vincent so we could tell who was who scored. But we have to take a mental
I think it was
note.
15.
Yeah, we'll
St.
keep
Vincent, so we know that much.
That one is up and good, I believe.
That was good.
All right. So the Bearcats have taken the lead here, 7-5. Not a lot of time left.
But now St. Vincent's 7-5 lead as we get around the 2-minute mark, and the kickoff to RMU is absolutely crucial at this moment in the game.
Yeah, you betcha. They're going to really need to capitalize on this one again in order to have a chance here.
So you wait the kick here from the referee's signal. They took it to the house the last time. There's no reason why they can't do it again here.
You betcha. Hey, motive of the day here, huh? All it takes is one?
All it takes is one.
That one goes way to the outside. They end up picking up their own kickoff. And I don't think the ref was happy about it, but it also didn't stop the Colonials from laying a massive hit on that far sideline.
Yeah, 15 got down to hurries. I think she saw Riley Strasbaugh or Grace Gagnon, one of the two, just coming right at her.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to retry it. Or are they not thrilled with the Colonials and the Colonials kicking off now? Nope, I think they're, they're just getting it queued up here. Here comes RMU. Claire Bowick not able to hold on to it, and that one will squirt free.
Tackled there by Amer Shadow, number 2 in white for RMU.
Another broken tackle. They're able to get her down, but she's able to dish it off to her teammate. Another good stop there. The broken tackles is what's really killing the Colonials defense at the moment.
They are, but some of those tackles like that one right there is a huge hit to prevent any kind of room being spread here from St. Vincent. Another tackle there. Number 15 for St. Vincent. Seems like we're saying her number a lot. She was the scorer for St. Vincent, and she seems to be always around the ball.
We'll have to see if we can get that that name at some point here before we go off air so we can give credit where credit's due. Because, again, the schedule we were given, folks, was that RMU Fairmont was the lead-off one, so we had only acquired the Fairmont roster to this point in time.
According to our clock, we seem to be hitting close towards the end of the 7-minute half. So we assume this might be one of the final plays here.
It's entirely possible, but we'll let the referee be the final determinant of that one. If the Colonials are going to find a way to get back ahead in this game, they need to get possession of this ball, and soon.
Along toward the sideline, breaking in, and she's going to get in.
And that'll probably just about ice this one, I think, Cadeyn.
Yeah.
That was a nice effort, though, from the Bearcats to drive that far corner there. They just kept shuffling down. They were going through really nice passing to get it to the next open player, and they were able just to sneak it in before the pylon.
That was number 2 for St. Vincent, just working along the sideline, breaks her tackle as they just kick that ball away, and that's going to do it.
And that'll do it. RMU's first loss of the season, to my understanding. It's going to be a 12-5 defeat to St. Vincent here. And typically we would see probably about a 15-minute break between the next two games here. However, given the context of that we have to get off the field sooner rather than later, I can't imagine it's going to be that long.
No.
It'll probably be like 5 or so.
We assume so, but I think it was a very well-played game for both sides. 14 minutes is not a lot of time.
No, it is not.
And for both teams even to get one score alone, I think is really impressive. But the fact that St. Vincent put another one up right at the end, and I think overall, for RMU going into the next game versus Fairmont. They got their feet wet now. They understand the field. They know it's going to be played. And I think going forward, they're going to have a really good match with Fairmont coming up.
You betcha. But I think the next game we're probably going to get is St. Vincent and Fairmont.
We are.
Which we will also be casting. We don't have a graphic built for that one, unfortunately, folks. But we will. We'll keep the camera up. We'll talk a bit about that game, see what we see, and we'll go from there. But as for right now, it'll be a little bit of a rest period for the two teams before they get back in action here. So what do you say, Cadeyn? You want to throw it to a quick intermission, and we'll come back for the start of the next game?
Yeah, let's do a quick intermission. We'll be right back momentarily with Fairmont State versus St. Vincent. We'll be right back.